Okay, if you like how sharp and clean cut and good this haircut looks, keep watching because then I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this haircut on your boys. Hey, just here to show you how to cut a boy's hair super easy, super fast. All you need is a 1-inch blade and a half, then a 1/4, and then an 1/8. Think in halves. 1, 1/2, 1/4, 1/8. So that's all we're going to use today. We're going to use the 1-inch on the top. And I like to keep the front, the very, very front, tiny bit right here, just a little bit longer. So I'm not going to buzz that, but you totally could just buzz all this top area with the 1-inch. It's the biggest one I have here, 1-inch right here on top. Then you're going to use the 1/2 inch to go right around the edge of that. Then the 1/4 inch is going to come down just for blending in from the 1/8 inch to the 1/2 inch. So you do the 1/4 just below that, and then all the sides and back are going to be the 1/8 inch. Something that might help you if you want to keep just this front middle hair away from your buzz, you can use a clip like this. So I'm just going to take this and use the clip, and that way I won't buzz those hairs as I'm getting all the other ones. Here we go. You're going to have to go lots of different directions. Come from here, come from this direction. That way you can get all the hairs that might be laying in a different way.
Great to have you here. My channel is all about giving women a boost through lifestyle ideas and dance workouts that promote peace, clarity, happiness, and motivation.
You notice sometimes I pull the hair up so that it's up, so for sure that my guards will catch it and go back. It's really good to go against the grain so that it doesn't just fold down as you're going. Boys' hair is so easy and so fast, and usually they're not really picky about the outcome. So if you're just starting, this is a great way to start because it is easy, and if you mess up, it's okay. Within 2 weeks, they're going to need another haircut again. So let's go down to our 1/2 inch blade. Pulling out some of the hair out of here. Okay, so this 1/2 inch, whole goal is blending. So we are going to take the side and we're going to go flat with this flat-sided against his head. We're going to go up, and as we get into that 1-inch area, we're going to slowly roll up. And that's how you're going to blend from the 1/2 inch into the 1 inch. So we're going to do that right here at the tip of the crown of the head, right around there. Okay, I want to show you, as I come to the back, these hairs, see how they're going up? So I'm trying to blend them, but they're just folding in with my blade. I can try and bring them down to get them to blend, but they're just going up. So this would be an area I might come through later and just kind of make that blend a little bit nicer. You can use your fingers, it's easy to see where the 1/2 inch is and up here where the 1 inch. And so you just want to make it an angle where you're going to go from the 1 inch, the 1/2 inch, the 1 inch. So right here is the tip of the 1 inch, right here is the tip of the 1/2 inch, and you just cut across that so that it blends nicely from one to the other. Okay, so now we've done our 1/2 inch. Now we go down to the 1/4 inch. Same thing, just right underneath the 1/2 inch. So you put this 1/4 inch one on, you're gonna go just below this 1/2 inch area that you just did, just below that, and blend up into that 1/2 inch. So here we go. I'm gonna start over here on this side, coming down here, and I'm just below where I was just doing that 1/2 inch, blending up into it. So I start below where I need to, and I go up and rock. Rock and roll.
If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my awesome videos.
Sometimes going around the ears, you gotta kind of angle it because you don't have a whole lot of room. Okay, getting through this super quick. Now let's put on our 1/8 inch guard. And this is what most of it's going to be. We're going to start clear down at the neck, clear at the bottom, and go up into that 1/4 inch area. And we'll just go like this to get it nice and blended. So I'll start over here, down by the ear, going up, and just rock in. I think some people might be scared to use this 1/8 inch guard thinking it's really short, but I love it. I think it makes boys look really sharp, really clean cut, and it also gives me a little bit more time before I have to do a haircut again. When I get to that point, I just kind of roll it, start flat against the head, and roll. And I'm rolling it just below where that 1/4 inch. I'm just like right below where we did that 1/4 inch. And I always like to go over it just to make sure I didn't miss any hairs. Sometimes I go from different directions. Okay, pretty much done. Now, I know when you first start, it's really scary to use scissors. And I say, hey, just do the buzzer and try that a few times before you come back and do scissors. I could stop here and it looks nice and blended, it looks fine. If I want to be a perfectionist and add a couple things, then I would do these bonuses here. So, like I said, his cowlick kind of makes that hair go up right there. So when I was trying to buzz it, it was just laying down flat. So I want it to really be blended in. So again, I put it so that the tip of my fingers are down at that 1/2 inch, and up here I try to make it even with the 1 inch that I did at the top, and I just go from that 1/2 inch to the 1 inch. And I'm just gonna do this just all the way around. So actually I should have started right here where it was laying up and not blending. So going from that 1/2 inch up to the 1 inch. Then I move over just about a 1/2 inch. Same thing, just kind of blending that little part that was just laying flat when I was trying to buzz it. That's already pretty good. See, that blended pretty good right there. I could already see that there wasn't much to cut off. Up here I've got my 1 inch, down here I got my half, and there wasn't really anything sticking above my fingers in the middle there. But this one does, so I'm gonna go just cut that off, make that blend. And usually it's just the cowlick that can cause that problem. The rest is usually pretty good, unless their hair does lay in a really strange direction. I noticed that some of his hair was really laying this way as I was coming forward, so I thought, I'm just gonna trim that up. I don't have to, I'm just being a little bit of a perfectionist now that I'm more confident in blending stuff by hand. But really, doing the blades blends pretty well, and everybody's gonna say, hey, that looks like a pretty good haircut. All right, so now let's do the front. Like I said, I like the front to be just a little bit longer than that 1 inch. So you can decide how long you want the front. I like it to be maybe 1.5 inches, just a little bit longer than just the 1 inch. So I just come up to where I think I'd like the length to be just above my fingers, and I cut straight across the top of my fingers. Let me check out that leg. That even might be a little bit long. Can we go a little shorter than that? Okay, so now that I've got that middle part cut, all I have to do now is go from this middle part down. So basically, I'm going to go to the side just a little bit so I can still see how high it was that I cut it. And I'm going to cut this, but from here to here, I want it to blend clear into the side. So I'm pulling that up. I want to go clear down from the height of my fingers up to where it was that I cut. So I'm doing quite an angle here as I go down from the height of my fingers up to where the height of what I wanted that middle part to be. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. You don't have to do this at first. I would say just start with the buzzer and get comfortable with the buzzer, then come back and try some scissors. So here I go on this side. I'm going to come over to this side a little bit, cut this straight across right at the same height as what I cut that middle. And now I want to go down the side. So I want to blend, go from height of my finger right here up to the height that I had in the middle. Okay, and then I did not buzz some hairs here earlier, you know, because I was trying to keep that front. And I'm like, those need to be either buzzed or not. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pull them out and cut them the same length as everything next to it. Just a couple hairs there. Okay, and one more thing that I like to do, I take off the guard and I use the flat blade. You can, with this one, with this wall buzzer, you can move it so that the blade comes clear to the front, or you can move it back, which gives you about 1/8 of an inch. I go right about in the middle because I'm going to go right around their ears. I just want to get all those hairs cut pretty short around the ears and also down the neck. So I take the ear, push it down, and I come back here because it is hard for those blades to get behind this ear, and especially right here at the top of the ear. You got to use just the blade without the guards. Okay, same thing other side. Push the ear down, just come right up against. See how I'm angling? Because I don't want to buzz all this super short. So I'm angling it just so I get those few blades right there against the skin, just getting those little hairs right around the ear. And maybe you might need to get some of those sideburns right there. Okay, and then the neck, you can go up to do the neck up into a nice line or a curve, however you want. You can also do it this way, where you turn it and you go down the neck. You start where you want to end the hair and go down. I like going up because it does seem to cut the hair a little bit shorter. So I'm just going up his neck, up to the base of where his hairline is. I like to do kind of a curve. Okay, and that's it. Super easy. Let me know in the comments what you think. Also, I'll put in there links to these wonderful, wonderful capes. So this one I love because it can fit a little child, like 1, 2 years old, clear up to my husband. I love the snaps. I love how long it is, how big it is, easy to fold up. I love this because it protects my clothes and it's just a zip on, really easy to put on. And I can wash it, super easy. The clippers, I just have Wall brand, and this is the corded type. I've heard that the type that does not have a cord is not as strong, and so I really like the corded type. Okay, I just wanted to show you real quick how I oil my clippers. I bought this machine oil. It's just for machines. I could use it for my sewing machine. It's a machine oil, and I put it in this thing because it had this teeny little dropper top, so that I could take it and just kind of put like a little bit across the top. Now, I don't want to just start buzzing right now because it's got that oil on it. I don't want it flicking even little tiny pieces of oil around. So I take it over in the sink and I turn it on for about 5 seconds, and then I'm good to go for cutting hair. Okay, and that's all it takes to oil your clippers. Also, I wanted to show you the technique of cutting with scissors. If you're going to cut with scissors, you put your 4th finger in this hole, the one that's right by there, and your pinky finger rests in that little divot right there. The whole purpose of this is so that you can clip and then you can grab and hold, so that you can be combing in your hair. Then you take your comb, put it between your thumb, and then you can pull this right back out, stick your thumb in the hole, and cut. And then hold, grab your comb, pull the hair up, pull it up, whatever you want to cut. Stick your comb right there in the crease of your thumb and your fingers. Cut, cut, cut. Hold, grab your comb. Anyway, I was so grateful that somebody just taught me that simple technique. If you're going to use scissors, it makes it really easy to cut boys' hair. At first it was really awkward and it took me a while to get used to it, but as soon as I did, oh, I loved it. You really need to try it. Hope you do. Let me know in the comments below if you do, what kind of successes, maybe even not successes that you have. I'm so glad you watched. I just wanted to show you how quick and easy it is to style his hair after it's cut. So I just take a tiny bit of gel. Yeah, about that much, not very much, because mainly you just want this front part sticking up. You can have it like flowing over to a side, sticking straight up, but really I just want all that gel right there in the front. If your hair is, the hair of your son is really stubborn and will not stick up, then I recommend using one of the pomades or paste, because they just stick so well, or hairspray. Hairspray is really great. And then if I have any more in my hands, I just rub it in the top here. Okay, so here we go. His likes to go a little over to the side, so I like to go up and over. He likes to use a comb. Do you want to show him how you use your comb?
I just like that.
And there it goes. Doesn't he look so handsome?